security or session, then you can able to get my details. So as you can see, this is about me, where the AI is giving the overview about me, and also you can see my press videos and like I am the winner for the cybersecurity leader of the year award for India edition. Okay, so as you can see here, so award winner for the cybersecurity leader of the year award for the industry technology. And also I was the like offering my sessions to the various MNCs like the DSL and also the Cisco and also for the Geo employees and IBM and different things. And even I have had the experience of training like almost around 20,000 plus people into the field of cybersecurity and digital forensics. Moreover, I was offering my trainings from 9 plus years. Okay, so I'm into this field from last 11 plus years, and also I was offering my trainings from last 9 plus years. And coming to my works, as you can see here. So also I was the chief guest for the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav event, which is held on the occasion of 75th Independence Day of India at the Kurnool Collectorate Office. And even you can see some of the workshops I have conducted. Okay, so it was sponsored by the IBM. Okay, and you can see here. So I am the one as a resource person where I have conducted my session on the artificial intelligence and the cyber security in the year 2025, as you can see here. And you can see about me in the Forbes India. So you can see this is me, and you can find the details about me in the Forbes India as well. So you can see this is one of the session which is conducted as a like National Faculty Development Program at Lakreddy Bolady Engineering College. As you can see here, I was the resource person for the AI in cybersecurity, securing the digital future. Okay, and you can see this is at the Madanapalli Institute of Technology and Science, and these are some of the images you can see here, like where we are offering the artificial intelligence and cybersecurity workshop. So I have conducted almost around more than 25,000, 25 plus workshops globally, nationally, and internationally, and also have the experience of conducting more than 15 plus webinars at like international webinars on the different topics of the cyber security. And also see I was had experience in working with the SOC and also in the malware analysis, digital forensics, and the network security and penetration testing. Even coming to my certifications, I am the ISO 27001 certified lead auditor, and also 20,001 certified lead auditor, and 22,001 certified lead auditor, and the 20,000 certified lead auditor. One is for the information security, the other one is for the management systems, and the other one is for the business continuity plan. Okay. So this is a small introduction about me. Okay. So coming to today's session. So today we are having the demo on the cyber security. Okay. So let me share the screen. So guys, first of all, what do you mean by cyber security? Anybody? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by cyber security? You can respond it in the chat box as well. Please try to interact with me, guys. Okay.
Cybersecurity, which is nothing but like uh, protecting networks, devices, data from the digital attack, like access, authorization, and authentication, and then protecting all the information from the data. So these are majorly we call it as cybersecurity.
Yep, exactly. So in simple words, can I say cybersecurity is a technology which focus on protecting digital information, including devices, network, application, and organization. So here, cybersecurity is a technology which focus on protecting the digital information. The reason why I'm calling it as the digital information or like digital data is the information which we store in the computers, hard disk, or in the pen drive. Everything will be in the form of digital format. Okay, it is not physically existed. It will be in the digital format. So that is the reason I'm calling it as a digital information, including the devices. Devices can be anything like smart TVs, smartphones, laptops, computers, servers, firewalls, or even like the smart ACs, smart refrigerators, IoT related devices, home automation things, anything, even the automobile industry. So anything like that comes under the devices and network and application. So every organization will have the different applications to run their business. If the application is not working properly, if someone was hacking on that application, then it leads to the downfall of their business. So definitely every application requires the security as well as the organization, like maintaining the security infrastructure in the organization. So this can be called as the cyber security. Okay, is it clear? Anybody any doubts?
Good, it's good.
Okay. Then why should we focus on cybersecurity? I can see nowadays everyone are talking about the cybersecurity. Everywhere we go, from any situation from morning to the night. So everyone are talking about this cybersecurity or something like that. So what exactly is this cybersecurity? Like, why should we focus on this cybersecurity? Why people are caring much about this cybersecurity? Anybody?
To protect, like what cybersecurity which refers, like obviously we need to protect all the digital forensic and all the information, because so
What
that
if
it,
you protect the things? What happens?
if you didn't protect, obviously you lose so much of your personal information, or be it organizational wise, you lose so much of bugs, because we are all working under to protect the information. Be it if you consider an organization level, obviously the organization is uh, organization is buying like protecting, they're paying to protect the data. So obviously they need so much of authentication and authorization, and if any malware or if anything attacks, they didn't want to lose the data. That's the reason. So these cybersecurity is more important than anything else.
Okay, so what happens if my data is lost or like if I fail to protect the data, if I don't focus on that, what will happen?
It might fall into the wrong hands.
So what will they do?
They might go into the public, or they might use in a different ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as and even like Srivardhan, like based on to prevent the modern attacks to on the system. So guys, nowadays you can see there is a vast increase in the technology, especially you can see the latest innovation which is creating some disasters in the market. So the AI technology. So everyone are having like using this AI to do different types of things, right? And similarly, even the hackers, they are making the advantage of this AI. So whatever the prompt we give based upon that, the AI is helping the hackers to launch the attacks very easily and very professionally when compared to the previous things. For example, in the previous days, if you are getting the phishing link now, there is a possibility to detect the phishing attack. But now, nowadays, if you observe, the phishing email is having a very professional matter into it where it is very difficult to detect, okay? Which is difficult to detect, so that with that, the hackers are like approaching to the different people in the different ways where the everyone are believing that it has a genuine email and they were downloading these malwares or ransomwares which is giving the direct access to the hackers, okay, and indirectly different kinds of things are happening. And not only that, even there is a question like with the AI we are gonna have like the replacement of the jobs. Will the AI is replacing the jobs or like the humans? So guys, definitely it is not for the cybersecurity people because the AI itself it should have the security into its technology. So everywhere the professional cybersecurity professionals are required to the companies. Okay, so there is no problem for the cybersecurity people who are looking to enter into this field. And one more thing is like no matter whatever the technology you go, definitely, you need to have the skills to adopt and integrate the AI technology into your day-to-day operations. So, using the AI technology, you need to automate the process and you should be able to identify the vulnerabilities, and also you should be able to like mitigate the attack, and you should able to get the best results. So for that you need to use the AI, because as I already told you, the hackers are using the AI technology to commit the crimes. So from the last 2 years, every company in the market, they are looking to use the AI to prevent against the AI related attacks. The mitigation from the AI related attacks is using the AI technology into the tools in the organization related work. So this is what the companies are following. With that, they have improved lot of better results when comparatively with the previous things. Okay, when the integration of the AI is done into the cyber, like maintaining the security now, so it has giving the best results where we can able to mitigate the different types of cyber attacks. Now, why should we focus on the cyber attacks is like you can see the hackers are coming with the different ways and different approaches where they are committing the different types of crimes. We don't know who is the hacker and from where they are committing the crime and who is their targeted, what time they are gonna commit the crime and what kind of approach they are following. We don't know anything. Still, we should be ready to prevent and protect from these kind of people. So whenever if you open the browser and if you type for the live threat map, I hope everyone can able to see the browser, right? Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever I type for the live threat map now, here you can see different services are offering the threat map here, like Checkpoint, Kaspersky, Radware, and also like the FortiGuards and NetScout, Bitdefender. There are different companies who are offering these live threat maps. As you can see here, there are like blue color and the red color stripes, right? So these stripes are gonna show the ongoing attacks. It is a live map which is taking currently. You can check the timestamp as well. Now the time is almost around 7:34. Here you can see the time is the 7:10, and this is now. So it is going to show the ongoing attacks. So you can see every part of the world, United States, Canada, US, and also Mexico. So Brazil and this Chile and also like the Germany and France and Netherlands and even like UK, Russia, so India and also the Pakistan. So everywhere there you can able to find the attack. So there is no gap that we can see in the graph, right? So you can see the attacks are still taking place without any interruption. Have you seen even a single gap in the attacks? There is no gap in the attacks, right? It was going repeatedly, continuously without any interruption. So you can see these are the type of attacks that were shown in this particular map. So web attackers and DDoS attackers, intruders, scanners, and anonymizers. And if you observe the statistics here, you can see here the US is in the first place in the top attackers, and UK in the second place, Russia in the third place, Bulgaria in the fifth, and Netherlands in the fourth. And in the top attacked countries, as you can see here, US is in the first place, and India is in the second place, Japan is in the third place, Canada in the fourth place, and Australia in the fifth place. These are the top five attacked countries, and these are the top five attackers who were launching the attacks. Okay. Now, you can see these are the type of attack vectors, like the network attack vectors where TCP flooding, UDP flooding, slow and low attacks, IP flood, and DNS flood. And these are the top application violations like access violations, injections, exploits, and the data theft. Okay, so these are the different types of attacks that were being collected by this Radware, and they are offering these things. So these are the types of attacks that can be seen from the Radware company, from their threat intelligence. So the attacks are happening repeatedly, continuously, without any interruption. Now let's go with the other service. So this is a live threat map from the checkpoint, and this checkpoint will focus on a few types of attacks. As you can see, from US to the Philips, and it is keep on continuing. And also in India, from India to India, Germany to Germany, and US to US. Okay, and again US to US, South Korea, Singapore. So every part of the world again you can find here. It is also offering the different types of attacks from Ukraine to Russia, Indonesia, Malaysia. As you can see, there are different types of attacks that are taking place currently without any interruption from the checkpoint as well. These are the top five targeted countries: Ethiopia, Nepal, Uzbekistan, and the Georgia. Okay, so you have seen here also in the checkpoint. And now let's go to the Kaspersky. So the Kaspersky, you can see here. If you expand the map, it is offering the different types of attacks like the OAS, ODS, MAV, WAV, IDS, vulnerability, KAS, and the RMW. If you want to know what is these attacks, you can click on the data sources. Okay. If you click on the data sources, you can see OAS is the on-access scan, ODS is the on-demand scan, and WAV is the web antivirus, KAS is the Kaspersky, RMW is the ransomware, and VUL is nothing but the vulnerability scan, and IDS is for the intrusion detection system. Okay. So intrusion detection scan. These are the types of attacks which are offered by the Kaspersky. Kaspersky is one of the biggest antivirus service offered by them. And you can see there is no gap in the map. Okay, everywhere the attacks are taking place, as you can see here. And India is in the 26th place in the most attacked countries. Okay, so from throughout the world, India is in the 26th place. Okay, in attacked countries. So even you can see here there is no gap in the graph. So every time per every second there are lot of attacks that are taking place. Okay. Since these many attacks are taking place, so that is the reason there is a huge requirement, and we need to focus on cybersecurity to mitigate these cyber crimes. If we fail to mitigate or protect from these cyber crimes now, my data will be stolen by the hacker. So the hacker may use my data in the different ways, like they can use it for committing the crime, and they can leave my traces over there, or like They can collect my bank details, and whatever the money they were stealing, they can transfer it to my bank account where I will be the culprit. People will think that I am the hacker. Also, they can use my identity and my details to create the fake passports and get the fake visas, and also to get the fake phone numbers and fake bank accounts, and also they can use my details to create the fake social media account. So anything can be done, and once the commit is done by them now, so, so everywhere my logs will be captured over there. So if anyone is investigating that case now, so they will consider me as a victim where my entire life will becoming like it is ruined. Okay. And not only that, because of this cyber attacks, there is a huge impact in the global market where the companies are struggling and they were like working hard to protect themselves from the different types of cyber attacks. Okay. So, for example, you can see the company called British Airways. British Airways is one of the biggest flight service company. Okay. So, it was suffered with the data breach attack for the two times where it has paid lot of money to the hackers, which leads to the downfall in the shutdown, like shutdown of the organization. First, it leads to the downfall of the company, and finally, it leads to the shutdown of the company. Such a big flight service company now it is not existed in the market means it is because of the cyber attack. And I hope you might have known about the Sony company. The Sony company is one of the competitor, equivalent competitor to the Apple and the Samsung before 10 years. Okay. But now, if you take a look at the market graph now, from last 10 years, you can't even find a single new product of the Sony. Only the existing older products are available in the Sony, but not the latest devices or the latest innovations, new products. Okay. Do you know why? And why the graph of the Sony was completely fall down? Because even Sony was suffered with the cyber attack where the hackers were completely wiped the database of the Sony. Okay, they have wiped the database of the Sony where they have lost all their data and their information. Because of that, it leads to the downfall of the company. They were unable to create the new, what do we say, new products and the new innovations or anything. So that is the reason because of the cyber attack only, the Sony company was not a survival in the global market. Okay. So now, still it was struggling a lot to get back to the market, but we cannot say when it is gonna be get back into the market and standing coming to its original position. Okay. So still already it's been 10 years and still it was struggling. You can see the impact of the cybercrime here. And now coming to the Uber company. So to create the account in the Uber, we provide our personal information like phone number, email address, and name. As well as whenever we are booking the cab, we will be having our drop and pickup locations. Okay. Pickup and the drop locations. In case if you are making the payment through the electronic wallet related information will be available. So in 2016, the Uber company has suffered with the data breach attack where the hackers have paid almost around $350 billion to the hackers, okay, for not to reveal their customers' data into the internet, okay, for not to release their customer personal information. For that, the Uber company has paid almost $360 million. So you can imagine the weightage and impact of our personal information. The information which we are giving for free, they were taking such a care to protect that same information like name, mail ID, phone number. $350 billion means you can imagine the weightage of your personal information. Okay. So instead of paying that much of money to the hackers, any company can able to hire the security professionals and they can give the best salaries. But all the company is looking for is like the companies are looking to have the qualified candidate who is having the practical knowledge on the technology with the hands-on experience where they can able to understand the situation and they are going to act according to the situation. This is what the companies are looking for. So they require a candidate with the 100% skill set with the complete hands-on knowledge, and they should like fulfill their company's requirement. Okay. Only they are looking for these kind of people. Your education, experience, certifications, everything are a part. In case if you don't have the practical knowledge into this now, and learning only tools does not gonna help you to get the job in the industries. the current market, everywhere the companies are looking for the person who can able to understand the situation and act accordingly. And now the companies are focusing on making sure that their companies, their employees should have knowledge on integrating the AI into their day-to-day operations, which is going to provide the bring the best results into the daily operations, and as well as they were looking for the candidate like who will be helping if any incident is taken place now, the person, their employee should be able to understand what is that incident, and they need to isolate the infected devices, and also they need to mitigate the risk right away as early as possible, and which helps into the like shutdown of the services, are also like making the organization to run smoothly during the time of incident as well. So the companies are looking for these kind of candidates, only they will be having the scope in the organizations. As you can see nowadays, there are a lot of layoffs are taking place. Do you know why these layoffs are happening? The layoffs are happening only because of not having the knowledge on how to integrate the AI operations into their day-to-day work. Okay. So that is the reason here we are focusing and encouraging the students to utilize the AI technology into their day-to-day work, which helps them to like finish their projects and also understand the subjects, and also they can able to like do their own research and everything. So it is helping them in a different ways. Okay. And coming to the goals of the cybersecurity, in the goals of the cybersecurity, we mainly focus on the three things which can be called as the CIA, where C stands for the confidentiality, I stands for the integrity, A stands for the availability. Okay. So C stands for the confidentiality, I stands for the integrity, and A stands for the availability. No matter how much work we do and whatever we do, this is our main duty. Like we are completely focusing on the CIA. This is our major goal. So everything was interlinked with the CIA because confidentiality. In the confidentiality, we should make sure that the data should be accessed by the authorized users only. For example, consider your laptop. So to access to your laptop, we need to enter the lock screen, the password on the lock screen. In case if you fail to enter the password, so we cannot able to get access to the laptop. Okay. Since you are the owner, okay, let us consider. So since I am the owner of my computer or my laptop, so I am the authorized person and I can able to know what is the password. Okay. Here, this password is the sensitive information which should be kept secret, where we should not share it with anyone. Otherwise, someone can get access to my laptop. So here, maintaining the secret for this sensitive information can be comes under the confidentiality. Now, consider someone is getting access to my laptop without my knowledge and without my permission. Then we can say there is a loss of confidentiality because the person, someone has got access to my laptop without my knowledge and without my permission, where my confidential information was leaked. Because of that, the hacker was able to get access to the laptop, okay, which comes under the loss of confidentiality. Okay. In the confidentiality, we are going to make sure that the data is accessed by the authorized users only. Okay. So the confidential information should be there maintained between the authorized people only. Only they are having the permission to access to the particular data. Okay. That comes under the confidentiality. So guys, so far is it clear or do you have any doubts? Everyone please respond.
I'm good. Sorry, I'm good.
Okay. And now coming to the integrity. What do you mean by integrity? So integrity is all about making sure that the data remain original. That means we are making sure that no tampering or modification is done to the data. Okay. So here we are making sure that the data remain original. No one has altered, tampered, or modified the data. Okay. So how can you make sure that the data did not get tampered? Anybody, any idea? For example, consider on the screen you can able to see the notepad. In the notepad, there is some information, some text information. Okay. Now, I was sharing this notepad with you and you have received the notepad. Once you receive the notepad, in the notepad, there is some text. Okay. So, there is some matter, the data in the notepad. Now, how can you make sure that that is the original matter which is offered by me or provided by me? How can you make sure that that is the original information? Anybody, any idea?
Encryption.
Not encryption. Encryption is for the secret communication, sorry, secure communication. So similar kind of thing only, but not encryption. Any other ways? So it can be done with the help of the hash values. Okay. It can be done with the help of the hash values. Okay. In the cryptography, we are having the different types of hashing algorithms like MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256. So there are different types of hash values, okay, where we can use any of this hashing algorithm and we can able to generate the hash value to our data. Okay, once you prepare your file, okay, you can share that file with anyone, and then after you should create the hash value of your file and you should send the hash value in another email or through text SMS or like the WhatsApp message or any way. So here you should create the hash value for your data and you should send the hash value and the data in a separate ways, okay, or in the separate emails. Now whenever the receiver receives the email, now the receiver is checking for the hash value of that particular file, okay, and if the both the hash values are getting matched, then we can consider it as a like original information. If the hash value was changed, then we can say it is the tampered information. Someone has modified the information. So now I will show you what is this hash value and how to create this hash value. Just a second. So in the browser, if you search for online hash values, okay, online hash calculator. So you can see there are different hash values here. So guys, now what I'm gonna do is like I'm typing some text here. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. Okay. Now, if you observe at the bottom, we are having the different hash values. Okay. Now I'm gonna click on calculate string hash value. If you observe now, you can see I got the different hash values, okay, with the different hash functions. On the left side, you can see under the name, there are different hash functions like MD2, MD4, MD5, SHA-124, SHA-256, SHA-384, SHA-12, sorry, 512, okay, and SHA-3. So all these are the hashing algorithms, okay. Now, I was copying the hash value of the SHA-256. So this is the hash value of the SHA-256. I was copying this entire hash value and I'm gonna paste it onto the notepad. So this is the SHA-256 hash value. Again, I am going back to the hash calculator. Okay. Now here, what I'm doing here is like, see, I have the message like, good morning everyone, welcome to today's session. So between these two lines, there is a extra space. I'm gonna remove the extra space. Now guys, can you tell me whether the content here was changed? Any matter was changed here? The information or anything? Does it change anything here?
No.
No, the matter remains same, right? Now, what I'm gonna do is like again I'm gonna click on the calculate string hash value, and again I am copying the SHA-256 because earlier I have copied the SHA-256 algorithm. So now I have shared that message with the receiver. Now the receiver has received that message. Since the sender has created the hash value with the SHA-256, even the receiver has to check the hash value with the SHA-256 only. Now I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it into the notepad again. So if you observe now, can you tell me whether both the hash values are same or it's different?
Different.
They are completely different. And if you remember, we did not change any information in the hash value. The matter remains same, but only some extra space has been gone. But still the hash value has been changed, right? So this is the beauty of the hash values. The hash value will be helpful for us to define whether any application or like the text is any file got tampered or not. Okay, so here even a minute change in the data, like if you're adding extra full stop or extra space or removing the space, even a minute change in the data is gonna change the entire hash value. Okay, so that is the reason we are using the hash value. And one more thing guys, remember, we are not encrypting our data, so we are just creating a digital signature to our data, and this digital signature can be called as a hash value. Okay, so this is all about the integrity. If the hash value remains same, then we can say there is a no tampering has been done. Okay, if the hash value got changed, then we can say there is a loss of integrity. So if the hash value changes, we can say there is a loss of integrity. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now you might be having a doubt like if you bring them back to the original message, will the hash value will remain same or like it will change? Okay. Now let's give the extra space once again. Okay. I'm giving the extra space once again and again I'm gonna click on the calculate the string. Again I got the hash value. Again I'm copying the SHA-256 hash value. So guys, again I'm going to the notepad. In the notepad, again I am pasting the hash value. Now, can you tell me the third value and the first value is same or different? Okay, let me paste it at the above the first line. Okay. Now tell me both the first and second line are same or it's different. Hello. So guys, both these values are same or it's different. I hope everyone can able to see the screen, right?
Yeah, looks same.
They look same. So that is the specialty of the hash value. Every time for same information you will get the same hash value. So whenever the sender is sending some hash value now, if the receiver also, like once the receiver calculated in the hash calculator, even the receiver is getting the same kind of hash value, then we can say the data did not get tampered. If the hash value changed now, then we can say the data has been tampered. This is how the hash values are going to play the crucial role in maintaining the integrity. So with the help of the integrity, we can able to identify whether the data has been tampered or not. If it is tampered, then we can say there is a loss of integrity. Someone has tampered the data. Even whenever you are downloading any application from the internet, for that also the hash value will be there. For example, you can see here, if you want to download a VLC media player in your laptop, you can see here, you can type for VLC download. You can go for the first official link. So actually the site is not opening now. Okay. Okay. Let us go to the different site. Call it .org, which is the Kali Linux operating system. Whenever you click on the download button now, if you go to any download thing, you can see here, this is the download button. So this is the download button as well as this is the sum option, right? So if you click on this sum, you can see there is a SHA-256 hash value. So you can see here, this is the hash value. Once you download this file, you should upload it into the hash calculator where you can able to calculate it with the SHA-220, sorry, 256. With that, you can able to identify whether you are getting the same hash value or different one. If the hash value matches, then that is a original application. You need not to worry if the hash value changes now. You can consider someone has touched that application where like it is not safe to use. Okay. So this is how we can able to make use of the hash values. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, please respond. Is that clear? Is it clear about hash values? Everyone, please respond or else at least try to type it in the chat box. Okay, I can see
Yes,
only two
sir.
people responding. Okay, now coming to the availability. What do you mean by availability? So it is all about the service should be available whenever the user requires it. But we don't know when the user is going to utilize our service, right? So that is the reason we should maintain it for 24 by 7. For example, you can see like you are planning to go for the cybersecurity training program. So you are planning to join for the cybersecurity training program. What will you do? You will be searching over the internet about best training institutes in the Hyderabad or in the Kukatpalli. Then you will get the list of the details because their service is available for you. Okay. If in case the aim next website is not shown over the Google, so what will you do? Will you join for the aim next? No, right? Because you don't know the survival or existence of the same next sorry aim next technologies. So you cannot able to join to this particular company because you don't know the survival of this company. So if the companies are failed to showcase or promote their business now, definitely it leads to the downfall of the company. So that is what we should focus on availability as well. We don't know when the user is utilizing our service. We should make sure that it is available for 24 by 7. Okay. Which can be called as it is available for 24 by 7, which helps in promoting and give the good, better results in the business. Okay. Now, no matter how many precautions we take, sometimes due to the natural calamities like the earthquakes or floods, heavy rainfall floods, the server may get damaged, right? So even during that scenario, what the companies will do is like they will place their servers in the multiple locations, like one in Japan. and the other one is like India, the other one is in the US, and the next one is in the UK. Like that, the companies will be placing the servers in the different locations so that if someone is or if something is happened to one server, no, the traffic will be redirected to the next nearest server, okay, where the user can able to utilize the services. Okay, so this is all about the availability. So without confidentiality, if you're maintaining the integrity and availability, no one will trust your business. If you're maintaining the confidentiality and integrity but not availability, so even in that scenario also the people will not use that particular service, because if the service is not available, who cares about your business, right? And you are maintaining the integrity and confidentiality both, but you are not maintaining the availability. Whenever the user want to utilize your services, you are not available, your office premises are not available, so what will they do? So these are the three main aspects that we focus in the cybersecurity. They are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay. So anybody, any doubts so far? Everyone, please respond. Anybody, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, Shujan. So, okay, guys, in the today's session, we have discussed about the key points about the cybersecurity, like what is this cybersecurity and why it is important to focus, and what is the CIA, like confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and how to create the hash value, and how to check the whether the data is tampered or modified. Okay, we did a lab session on that. So these are the topics we have discussed in the today's session. Okay, if in case you are having any doubts now, you can do let me know, you can ask me your doubts. Okay, like the duration or like training related things or anything you are having the doubts now, you can directly ask me. Anybody, any doubts? Do you want any other details?
Yes, actually. Hello.
Yeah, hello,
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
So, like, I mean, it's related to the course, I think so. I'm asking, or a bit for the general questions, I would say.
Sorry.
I mean, like, it's related to the course and the normal general doubts, I would say.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, all this course, I have received the browser, like, what are things covers, and then which you said, like, and then CIA and all the hashing and these all things. But how this is important in the current one, and as well as, like, I mean, and you have already mentioned that the AI won't replace these all things and all things, but in the current scenario, all the penetration testing, the people will like that jobs will go sooner or later, because it's already scripted once. It obviously industry standards and all the up to date technologies or up to date information we are needed to get it done. But the penetration testing, like enumeration, these all are like already scripted ones. It won't change. These are all things majorly used by tools and all the known script in the organization level, if you ask me. But and other than this, the cyber security and all things, like how it will be helpful for the experienced job, like if you're looking for an experienced person, so like how it is
Hmm.
helpful, and
So,
how you are making sure that like this will definitely help,
hmm.
not letting your jobs go off, or like you will be the person won't be replaceable with these type of knowledge.
So, Sujan, the thing is like first and foremost thing, the persons are not being replaced because of this AI technology in the field of cybersecurity. Because we cannot able to depend upon the tools completely to bring the best results. There are many vulnerabilities which are not being detected by the tools, even with the automation process. The automation process and the tools will detect some vulnerabilities, and along with that, we should have the like manual approach as well to detect any non-vulnerabilities are there or not. Okay, we should be doing the manual approach for sure if you're talking about the penetration testing. Okay, and along with that, so the automation process giving the accurate result or not, we cannot say that, right? So the tool, we cannot completely depend upon the tool whether the tool is giving the complete exact correct results or not. For that again, there should be require a man to check whether everything is going correct and the operations are happening properly, and also the configurations were made very like in a proper way or not. Like if we need to change any modifications or like the configurations, or like if you want to modify anything over there, now again we require the human over there. And moreover, when compared to the like VAPT or like the penetration testing. So only alone with the VAPT, we cannot able to survive in the market currently, okay? Or only with the defensive security or like the incident response, we cannot able to survive in the market. We should have the knowledge on both the things like the red team and blue team. Any job role you can check over the internet. So everywhere they were asking for both the skills, okay? Vulnerability assessment and it comes under the penetration testing, and the monitoring logs, and also the firewalls ID, EDRs and IDS, everything comes under the defensive security. So here nowadays, you can see in the market there is a huge number of openings for the DFIR related position. Okay, and everyone or like every senior are getting hired for these particular positions, because there are many ways where the hackers are approaching to commit the crimes. If any crime is taken place now, there should be someone to analyze and investigate the things. So that is the reason there is a huge demand for the DFIR related positions, where it comes under the SOC and incident response and digital forensics or malware analysis. All these things comes under the DFIR position only. And also you should be able to have the knowledge on configuring the firewalls and IDS, and also working with the SOC tools, and also with the like EDRs, endpoint detection and response, so XDRs, everything you should have knowledge on them, right? So here in our training program, we are not focusing only on the theoretical concepts. Here we are focusing completely into the practical concepts. So the 70 to 80% of the training will be done with the practical sessions only. Only 20 to 30% of the training will be done with the theoretical sessions. And rest of all the sessions were like the practical sessions. Okay, and you will be having the daily labs and everything, and all the labs will be installed into your own laptop, where you can install them in your laptop and practice for lifetime whenever you found that time. Okay, so since you are having the practical knowledge, and also we are making you to work with the different kinds of projects here. Minimum 3 to 6 projects will be done here, and it is not like the existing project. We are making you to work on your own, to do your own research, and we are making you to develop your projects. Okay, there are many projects which are done by my students. If you want, even I can show them as well. Okay, but you, my main intention is like you are the one who should perform the project work. And also these projects were being showcased in your resume, and also we are making you to create a online platform where all your work portfolio will be shown over there. Okay, so that the whenever you are applying for any kind of job now, you can showcase that you are already having the experience into this field. So that is the reason, like you have developed these kind of projects, and you can use them for getting the jobs. And not only that, whatever the things you are making into the resume now, everything will be genuine, and everything will be seen by the HRs whenever they are going for the BGV. And even during the training program, I will be conducting the assessment test, and even I am giving the assignments during your training program, and I will be making you people to work with your presentations and the project research and the project explanation, where I am encouraging the students to focus on their communication skills and to develop the research related skills, and also integrating the AI operations into their daily work. And also what the industry gap we are having now, So basically, the industries are looking for the candidate who is having the knowledge on the particular technology, but it was become very difficult to find these kind of people. It was not told by me. You can check in the Global Economic Forum, like World Economic Forum, or also in the BBC, CNBC, or any other news channel, The Guardian. So you will find this information. So even the companies are directly saying that, irrespective of your education, irrespective of your certification and the experience, we are ready to give you the jobs. Once you prove yourself, then we are ready to give you the jobs. Okay, so that means there is a huge requirement, and not only that, recently I got to know that there is one known company where my friend is working over there. Since it was a recording session, I don't want to reveal the company where they are about to get the project on the cyber security. And you know what? They were looking to hire 20,000 people for that particular project. 20,000, not even 2,000. So you can see how much demand that we are having, and the positions are including from the freshers to the advanced people. Okay. So finally, even though we are using the AI technology or scripting or anything to automate the process, to make sure that it is giving the best results and also getting the best output, and to analyze whether everything is coming clear or not, or like if you want to make any changes in the application or anything, so definitely there is a human requirement for any technology, and especially in the cyber security. And the one more thing is like, if any new attack is launched into the market, these attacks were not being detected by the firewalls or antivirus or even with any tools, because they don't know that this kind of vulnerability or like the attack is there in the market till today. So they don't know that whatever the information that is added into the database now, they can able to detect only those attacks. Okay. Again, to detect with these kind of attacks and to work with them, again, we are the one who should require, and coming to the SOC now to monitor the network and the network. So for monitoring purpose also, we should require the tools might be having the AI technology, but who should monitor the things? Again, the humans are required to monitor the things, and also to investigate the things and to collect the evidence and to preserve the evidence. For everything, we should require the manpower, human requirement. So people from one fresher level to the advanced level, anyone can be get hired by the companies, because the AI is not gonna completely replace the.
Yeah, thank you for the all the information. It's definitely insightful. I agree with you, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's not AI. It's not going to replaceable, I would say, but definitely we need the cross functional or cross department knowledge to get in the industry, I would say. Yes. So, but I mean, obviously, which you said, like, I mean, there are companies which are looking for the so many people, but it is not it is limited, but it is not that huge requirement, I would say. But when it comes to the technology level, so if you look for a bigger organization, if you target to work on a bigger organization, so those
Mhm.
organizations are all are scripted. Scripted, what means of scripted means, what I meant by scripted means, so those like already security is in place, like there won't be any middleware attacks and all things. It won't happen that easily, because those are all if you want to do any penetration testing or any other the middleware or any other testing if you want to perform, so upon so many departments, so after they will give their like development, or from the testing or the from Q environment, they would give their access, then only you would be able to perform limited kind of vulnerability testing and all things, but you can't do more than that upon if you target for bigger organizations, right?
Like
So
Sujat.
in that scenarios, like how would these like key like targeted the
So,
browser like which you're
Sujat,
about to teach will be
whatever.
helpful.
See, I totally understand. And actually, I have one more session at EITM only. So the thing is like, Sujan, so what I can say is like, there is no official statement that the AI is replacing the human power. Like, not the AI, not only AI, any automation tools or anything, they are not gonna replace the manpower or anything. Any bigger organization, even they were looking for the candidates. Okay, they want everyone are hiring the candidates into their organization, but there is a thing that the layoffs are going on where people were unable to utilize the AI services to automate the process into the organization. So here, seriously, there is no official statement for like the human power is getting replaced over here in the particular technology, like for especially for the cyber security. It is happening for other technologies. I totally agree. For some technologies like what do we say, developing or like the content writing or for graphic designing. So for these kind of things, it is happening. And here for cybersecurity, there is no that kind of statement. Even the AI or like any other tools, any tool it can be, even they require the security. So it should be done by the humans only. So this is what I can say. There is every company is looking for the people, and you know what? Almost around 30 million positions are open for the cyber security, where the companies are finding difficulty in identifying the knowledge or skillful person into their organizations. So if the candidate is ready to fulfill their requirement, they are ready to hire the candidate. You can see the companies like Deloitte, KPMG, or like even other big four companies or like even MNCs. Everyone are hiring for the cyber security professionals.
No, no,
So,
again, you're going into the requirement and all this, but you. Okay, it's fine. I
but
got
okay,
my
Shraddha,
answers. Yeah.
actually, I have the
Thanks.
session at the
Yeah,
8
it's
p.m.
fine.
Okay.
Like that,
Yeah,
that
fine, fine.
even if you answer that, it won't get the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So, okay, guys, in case if you're having any doubts, you can directly talk to the concerned person whom you are in contact with. So, they will be helping you with the different things. Okay. So, thank you, everyone. I wish you have a great day. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. It
Yes.